Liberty Crypto Guy here, and how are you guys doing today? Wonderful, wonderful, excellent. So, today's Monday. It is the first Monday of October. So, interesting developments over the weekend. They decided to kick the can down the road with the government shutdown. So, markets are feeling a little bit better about that. And B, Bitcoin closed its first green September month. It's just slightly green. It's still green. Most September ends up in the red position. If you look back in history, like there you go, last year, September, red. I'm guessing this one, no, right here, September, red. So the fact that we turn green doesn't happen very often. And October through December is typically green. So we'll see what happens. But we're here today to talk about trend lines and how it fits in to what we're going to show you in the typical cycles. So we'll go back here and we'll just start drawing. We'll start drawing. Let's see, trend line tools. That's what we want. We want a trend line. So if we take a line here and we draw it down across the tops of the candles, say right here, this is kind of how Bitcoin works. You have uptrends and downtrends. Clearly this is a downtrend because we're going down here. And then it moves in like a parabola, so it goes up and then it gets steeper and steeper and steeper until it finally gets to the top, and then it breaks the parabola, and then it ends in a downtrend for the bear market. Once it breaks this downtrend, usually comes back, retests it, and then starts a new uptrend, or goes sideways, which we'll show you. So like right down here, if we do a trend line, you'll notice that the first trend line goes from like here to here, but then the next one is going up steeper, and then after that it gets even steeper than that, and then finally ends up, boom, and then breaking the parabola, and then it goes down. So then we move on to the next phase, this next market here from in 2015. You can see a similar deal. We're going up, then the climb becomes steeper, and then we break the parabola and start a new downtrend. Here you see we break the trend line, start a new smaller parabola in 2019, and then have a secondary downtrend that is eventually punctuated by the worldwide scare and crisis of 2020, followed by a quick recovery, the halving, and a new blast off. So we start into an uptrend, then that uptrend becomes steeper to where we topped out in 2021, break the parabola, come down. We actually had a second top, so second chance to get out. And after the second top, here we go again. Draw the trend line. Trend is down. We broke the trend. And now you can guess what comes next. Probably a little more sideways. We'll get to the halving. The halving was in May of this year, and you can see what happens after the halving. It's pretty much sideways and then up. So we're probably only about a year a year from now from breaking the all-time high of 69,000. So breaking into the 70,000s and beyond could happen within the next 12 months. So even on a smaller scale, if we zoom in currently to our chart on the weekly, you'll notice that at the beginning of this year, we had an uptrend going. We broke it. Now, we're just kind of going sideways. So, if we can break above the 31,800 high that we had earlier this year and maintain the support at about 25,000, then we could have a breakout to higher levels. But until then, we'll see what happens. Nobody knows, but what we do know is that it moves in cycles, and news events could factor in, but show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. So far the news is looking good, and the news is Bitcoin is up for the month of October. We'll see you next time when we talk more about Bitcoin and how you can make money and be successful in this market. Later.